Alright, here we go. This is going to be another mail bin. We have a nice full bin here off to the side. We are starting off this one with something a little bit different, but it's something I talked about in previous videos. I want to put together like a Griffey Jr. Montage slash collage in my basement with one display case full of probably PSA graded cards, and then also just some cool knick-knack stuff, pennants, maybe a small poster. And I want to incorporate these somehow because they're just cool, and it brings me right back to my childhood basically. So when I was a kid, I never got this one fresh out of the package. I think I bought it while it was already out for a few bucks. But the reason I bought this one was this card right here, and it looks like it's dinged up pretty bad. But that card in a PSA 10 goes for like 150 bucks. So I guess I was just taking a flyer on it, but it's like all nicked up. It's like a 6. So I'll probably just end up keeping it in the package, I'm thinking. And then you also get this one. So the only way you can get these two cards is by buying these at the starting lineup. So there's the back of it, and it's not in perfect shape, but it's also 26 years old, 27 years old. So that's the Griffey. I would consider it his rookie starting lineup, but I believe it was made in 1990. No, it says 1989, so that's just cool. So there's that, and then I actually had this one as a kid. I picked it up in like 1993, but it's the 1991. It's got this cool coin with it, and it's also got the yellow bordered 1991 starting lineup card. So a couple cool Ken Griffey Jr. things. So I'm gonna just add these to my wall display for Griffey collectibles, and then hopefully try to get like a signed bat or something cool to put in there. But should be a fun project. So now let's get to the cards. Packaged well for this one. Oh, cool. And it's Ken Griffey Jr. right off the bat. This is a really rare card. I know I paid about 50 bucks for it, but I checked Terapeak and checked recently ended cards that were similar to this, and that's kind of like the going price on it. I'm guessing it was rare. Came out in 1997, and it's like the SPX hologram gold, so it's just a sweet Griffey. And obviously I'm going to take a look at it closer and try to get it slabbed because I don't have it for my registry, which I'm still trying to get higher than number 12 or something. So that's always going to be a work in progress, trying to move up in the Griffey PSA registry rankings. So here's just some cool stuff. They were shipped from a seller that I buy from a lot, Evolution. I don't know if you guys buy from this guy, but he's got tons of auctions listed every night pretty much. So I think it's Evolution Sports Marketing, but still needs to learn how to ship. Simple piece of tape. So we have, I think this is going to be for one of the Bulls and Bears videos, but it's a Chad Pennington SPX hot card back in the day. This one used to top 100. I think this was like $3. And then future Hall of Famer Frank Gore. That's his SPX base auto jersey to $12.75. Just a neat card to pick up for like 12 bucks. And this was like 5 or 6 bucks. But it's a rare insert from '96 Fleer Ultra. It's a Piazza hitting machine, and this would be a great candidate for a bulk, but current Hall of Famer Mike Piazza. So some cool cards there that we went through. Let's go through this. I don't have my cutter. Let me grab it. So this is just a Beckham. I scour the internet at night and looking at auctions of 2017 football card just because, I don't know, I'm a fan of football and I'm a fan of cards. So this is a Beckham Mirror Gold to 25, just a cool little parallel. I think it was like 99 cents plus shipping. Seems like a good deal. And here's some more certified stuff. We have certified shutdown. That is Khalil Mack, blue to 50. And we have a Mixon patch auto. This is the red version, kind of a weak patch, $249. So Joe Mixon, the hype or whatever for him has cooled a lot, just because he didn't have like an outstanding preseason. So we'll see how things are when the season starts here in about 2 weeks. Here is a badass LT. They just made so many beautiful cards in 2001 for football. To figure out how to get it open. Oh, it's got a big piece of tape on it. Okay, you gotta be smarter than it. Cut right there. Okay, we're finally in, so I can show this one. So, a couple free top loaders. It's always cool for shipping. We have the SP Game Use Edition Tomlinson, 2001, and this one is out of 500. So, a nice LT and a possible candidate. Let's take a look at these. These were shipped via UPS, so a little different looking label, but more. This is pretty much a long shot at this point, but I'm not a quitter basically, so I'm gonna keep trying. As I've said in previous videos, I love buying the raw jeeters and trying to send them in and get 9s or 10s. So Score Select, these were like, I don't know, I probably paid $5 a piece for them, so they weren't like cheap, but I'm hoping there's something. That one looks pretty good. Something worthy to send in. If not, throw it in the PC and throw it in a binder or something. So Score Select Jeter rookies, it's just a neat card. Okay, this guy's got a lot of listings, and these were all in auctions, and I bought them all like on the same night. So this is just, I'm gonna call these random purchases, but possible inventory for the store because they were pretty cheap. So DC, let's check out the seller. DC's live breaks. Seems like everybody has live breaks nowadays. DC 87. So we have the Finest Intimidators. That's 17, I think, 16. And these are the 25. This is like the orange refractor. Clay Matthews red to 99. We have a Certified Gamers. I believe that's actual game used. Yeah, it was worn October 25th of 15. Freeman, and most of these were like 99 cents plus shipping, but it was combined shipping, so probably like $1.50 a card or something. Beckham red to 99. We got the Chiefs tailback, Kareem Hunt. That's the base. It's not numbered. 25 on that. Ioannis, Nelson Aguilar, and then this was like $2.50 or something. Still a pretty young player. I checked his stats. He's not doing too bad. Keen Wong, so Colton's younger brother, blue refractor auto. For $2.50. It seemed like a decent deal. I don't know. I haven't bought a lot of Bowman Chrome autos lately. I haven't been doing the whole prospecting thing. As a collector, I think our attention is swayed to different phases of the hobby, and I'm just not in that phase right now. So this will be most likely a neutral feedback because I know it's a Jameis Winston patch rookie, but I just don't like the way it's shipped. Like, this is just slop, guys. Come on. So it's not in a it's not in a soft sleeve. It's in like a worn out team bag and just thrown between cardboard. Watch, it'll probably come out gem mint, but it looks pretty nice actually. eBay says to leave honest feedback, so if you don't leave honest feedback, people aren't going to learn how to ship ever. Just going to get a soft sleeve for it. Okay, it's a nice card. I don't collect Jameis, so this is one I'll either grade and sell or just sell. It was just pretty cheap in an auction, like $12. But it's got a lot of little swatches going on. It's top Supreme to 50, so put that one in the soft sleeve. Oh, this is neat. These were around, I'm gonna guess $3 to $5 per. They're not in soft sleeves, but they're in top loaders, so there could be some good candidates in here, but from what I've seen with this set's tough, man. This set is deceptively tough. Sometimes there's little dents here on the sides. Obviously, if you see white on it, you're probably not going to do any better than an 8. But I'm going to take a look at all these. I'm going to give these all a fair shake and see if there's anything worthy. So I think there was 9 of those. 9 of these, I believe the lot cost me 30 some bucks. I don't know, but to me, it's worth the gamble on stuff like that. It's not really that much of a gamble because worst comes to worst, I can put them in the store and break even. So it's just kind of fun too. So I bought one of these last week. Two of them sold, and they were both sold to me. But the first one had like an edge that was like peeled up on the back. So it wasn't in the description, so I couldn't accept that. I tried to return it. I haven't heard from the seller, so we'll see what happens with that. This one's beat up pretty bad. If you see that top, I don't know if the camera's going to focus. Yeah, it's not cooperating. But the top of this has a lot of white showing on a red bordered card, which, you know, can spell trouble. But I will still send it because even a 7 or a 7.5, I'll throw it into the Tomlinson registry. And I think I'm #1 on his rookie and master. So just kind of bulk up that set. How do you guys feel about that? Putting in lower graded cards into your registry? Because I mean, the majority of my Tomlinson registry is 9s and 10s, so throwing in a 7 or a 7.5, I mean, it'll hurt your average, but I don't know. It's an interesting topic. So we got some Fournets. I think these were like 12 bucks for both of them, but we have the base, which is not numbered, and then a blue, which has a badass Jaguar logo patch to 50. That's sweet. So to 50 on that one. This is going to be a fun year to watch with all the tailbacks, and hopefully they don't flop or get injured. Here's another Jameis. He's just kind of a player that sells well. I guess he's got a pretty large fan base. I think he sells for less than Mariota. Actually, I know he does. So, but they both have good hobby, and they're both kind of turning into elite. Maybe not elite players yet, but they're kind of taking that next step in their 3rd year. So that's a Treasures patch for like 30 bucks to 99. What do we got here? Night, 2001 Topps. I almost fell asleep there. Sorry, it's been a busy day. 2001 Topps LT base. 3 bucks probably plus shipping. So this is cool because I'm going to add it into my Mantle registry, which is filled with 5s, 6s, and a few 7s. Mantle stuff sells so high, and I think you can get quality looking cards in 5 form most of the time. This is a cool one. It's 59 Topps. Mantle hits 42nd home run for the Crown. It's a PSA 6, and I believe it was like 45 bucks. So didn't have to break the bank really to get a cool vintage Mantle card. Obviously, it's off center, top to bottom. That's like 75-25, but and side to side. But overall, the corners look pretty good. So PSA 6. It looks the part of the grain. That's something that we talk about here. Is examining the card first compared to the grain, not be obsessed with the label. So here's some Propstein stuff, and I opened it this morning, and just put it into a different box. But this is some badass stuff. Not all of this stuff is mine though. Like this one is for my store for an investor. It's a badass card, and I don't know if I'm going to snap it or not, but I believe it's an authentic autograph from Skybox or Fleer. Yeah, Skybox. I honestly think this 8 hurts the card because it doesn't look that bad to me. The one problem I see with this card is that surface looks like a piece of tape was put on it and peeled up real quick. So this is just, I don't ever see this card. This has to have a print of like 50 or something, but it's a Skybox Autographics Manning in the Tennessee jersey. This is just a filthy card, and that'll go in the store. I don't know if I'll snap it or not. I'll have to do some more research on the card, but interesting card. And then Propstein, of course, ships a $100 Moss auto rookie and just a card saver. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. It is what it is, I guess. If you don't like it, don't buy from him. Instead of whining all the time. Players Inc. It's not like I'm going to leave him a neutral, because we do so much business that it's not even worth it. So Players Inc. on-card Moss. This is not the silver version, it's numbered. We have a cool Andre Johnson. This is the refractor from Bowman Chrome 03 to 500. Player that's been cast away and forgotten in the hobby because he doesn't play anymore, but we all know the career he had. Here's a Brady. So I'm trying to get some Brady parallels and get them slabbed up, but I know just from breaking 2 cases of this certified, you're going to have dinged corners on this right and left and this stuff for the base. The RPAs are a little better in the base, surprisingly, but this was not cheap. It goes like 25 bucks, so that's the gold, the 25. I was just hoping to get like a PSA 8 on this. If I do send it in, I'll have to look at it closer. The surface is scratched often on this right side where it's more like black and white, but this is one of my favorite cards of all time. I feel like I say that about 50 cards, but there's so many cards that I like. So this is the Future Watch 2000 Raw. We have a Kareem Hunt. This is the RPA from certified to 499 base with a nice swatch. Derrick Henry. Orange, the orange RPA to 99 with a nice 3-color patch. And I was taking a look at this one underneath my lamp and with my loop and lamp L&L, but this looks like almost a 10 to me. I don't know if I'm not seeing something on the surface, because it's hard to get that reflection when it's inside the slab. You almost have to have it out raw in the soft sleeve. But this is a PSA 9. It was recently slabbed, obviously, because it's in the lighthouse holder. But I mean, this card is beautiful. I really couldn't find anything too wrong with it. To me, it looks like the part of a 10. So definitely stoked to pay 9 price for it. It looks like a 10 from my eye appeal opinion. So Moss Future Watch graded. It looks a lot better than that raw one. So here's a badass card. So I'm just looking to buy a PSA 9 that looks the part of a 10. That's kind of my new philosophy, but this one's centered really well, and I think I got this for like 45 or 50, which is, it's a great deal, because 10s are up to like 500 now, so fraction of the price for a card that's almost the quality of a 10, like really close. Steven Jackson. This one has like a filmy residue on it, and I put in a bid for like 70 bucks, and it went for 60. I was expecting to get this for like 20 or 30 bucks, but I guess there was somebody else who wanted it. It is the Refractor PSA 10, 2004. So Steven Jackson, badass card. Will he be in the Hall? I don't know. If I was voting, I would vote him in, just because his production was so consistent, but I don't know. Griffey Jr. PSA 9. Don't need to go in depth on the upper deck, as most people know. This is a PSA 9. These are 50 to 70, and the 10s are hitting like 450 now, so great value for a nice 9. And then we have an LT, of course. SP Authentic Future Watch. It's in this Beckett slab, and I took a look at it underneath the light, and the corners are all dinged up and whacked, and I was like, I don't even know if this could get a PSA 7 or 7.5, but it's pretty rough. But it's a Beckett 9, so Beckett 9 on that to 500. So that's the Propstein stuff. And this is kind of an interesting lot that I got. Maybe he put an invoice in so I can give you guys the price on it. But I'll probably put some of these in my store. And some of the stuff in my store is priced pretty high, and that's for a couple reasons. One, a lot of the stuff I'm not in a rush to sell it cheap, and two, the price to do business on eBay with shipping costs, PayPal, and final value fees is so much that you almost have to price your stuff higher, and just be patient with it. So So this is obviously if you send me a message and say, you know, I really want a baseball's best, then I'll sell it to you for my cost. But I think this is 10 of them. But this is one of the most beautiful Griffey rookies from a in terms of the photography. It's like an action shot. Mid swing, it looks like he's getting ready to throw the ball here. So is it? I thought it was all. Oh no, it's like a mixed lot. I'm sorry. I was thinking it was all baseball's best, but no. Oh, this was a great deal. It was cheap. So we got the baseball's best. See, I'll just sort them real quick. Baseball's best, seven baseball's bests, and then we have score 9. I mean, this is like a $6 card. It's the same with this. Basically, the price of bulk grading. It's like a $7 card, Bowman 9, and then another Bowman 9. So, and then 7 of the. So I'm probably not going to keep all of these, just because at some point you're just hoarding PSA cards. I think I passed that point, but here's a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 8 of these baseball's bests. I'll put some sleeves on these to protect them from scratching, but that's that lot, and the price on that was great. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks. So sometimes if you see an auction with a person with low feedback and glare photos that have like glare on them, you can't really see, and then they're not described clearly in the description, you get some of your best deals. Just a little piece of advice. Here is a few running backs. So we got Steven Jackson, hand numbered to 39. That's 2004 Signature Sensations out of, not sure what's that. It must just be regular Upper Deck, but Steven Jackson. And then LT, Ultimate Sunday Star Signatures. I believe that's a sticker. Yeah, sticker to 50. That's 2007 Ultimate Collection. I might put that one back in the store. I'm not a huge fan of this particular card, and that's just my personal taste. But I do like this one, 2002 SP Authentic Auto. So, and prices on these like 20, 25. Was probably 30, and this one was like 15. So, decent cards. And then these were for the Bulls and Bears. I'm gonna pick up some of these for the video, and just they're cool cards for how cheap they sell. So this was like 99 cents. This card used to go for like 120, 150 bucks. Benson. This is out. This has a print of 287 or 289, I believe. I don't know why I know that, but always been a fan of Benson. I was a fan of Texas back in the day. A fair weather fan for sure, but at least I can admit it. Larry Johnson patch to 850. This is cool. I don't remember buying this even. That's a problem. But it's out of 50. Is it game used? Yeah, game worn jersey. So I put a lot more value into stuff that's actually game used. It's just a neat card. Canton Absolutes. What's the year on it? 2009. So badass card though. There's another LT. So I guess I'm buying a bunch of LTs still. Let's do one of these plain whites. Sometimes there's some cool stuff in these. Okay. Guess it's tucked right in here. Interesting shipping method. It's an Ed Reed Bowman base. So this is just a card that would look great, PSA 9 or 10. But this one's black bordered and it looks like it's chipped up. So probably not success there, but the effort was in the right place for that one. We'll do this one. We have a Mitchell Trubisky. So this is Aspirations Red to 90. This will go in the store. I do not collect Trubisky. but I don't know how he'll be as an NFL player. It'll be fun to watch though. So we got Fournette Blue. It's our second one to 50 with another filthy patch. So Fournette Blue. That is going to wrap it up for this one, and we're going to do a free raffle. If you sat through the whole video, you'll have a chance at a free box. I'm going to grab the box real quick. It's in my shop here. Okay, so obviously it's not the greatest box, but it is a free box, so can't really complain on that end. But 2015 Donruss, there's 2 autos and 1 mem, so you can hit some cool stuff. Cooper, Winston, Mariota. The person that types this first will win. Put it in the description. You can only guess 1, 2, obviously, per name. What 1989 PSA graded Ken Griffey Jr. card do I always rant and rave about is undervalued or should be valued closer to the 89 upper deck? So it's not the upper deck. So type that in the description, and you can take down the hobby box later.